agree that these have been very challenging times. The pandemic, together with everything that came with it, taught us how to adapt to a new virtual normal. Standing here today, I'm grateful for the BCTC Student Engagement and Leadership team for having provided me with the resources much needed to keep ahead with my academic work, alongside with the entire BCTC family for having provided me with the necessary foundation as I keep on my academic aspirations. To the class of 2020, we did it.
Hi, my name is Lawrence Brunner. The obstacles I came to graduate coming to Georgetown, Kentucky, advanced manufacturing was travel. I live in Lexington, Kentucky.
Presidential Student Ambassador. I'm also part of the LGBTQ+ community here on campus, and I'm a member of Students for Peace and Earth Justice. I really want to thank my advisor Holly Clifford, all the BCTC students and staff for encouraging me to further my education, and I want to thank my professors for teaching me so many amazing things that I wouldn't have gotten to learn about if I didn't come here.
Welcome to 2021 graduation. This is not what we hoped for, but we've all persevered to get here. And the number one person who has done that is you. Congratulations for reaching your goal. We look forward to following your success, and remember, we are always here to support you. Well done. It is my honor to introduce our graduation speaker this year, Nikki Finney. She's a National Book Award winner and renowned poet.
Dear graduating seniors, I am so happy to be sharing this day with you. I've come today as a writer, as a citizen of the planet, as a poet who arrived in Kentucky in 1989, not knowing a thing about Kentucky, and thought she might stay 1 year and 1 year only, but ended up staying 23 years, 6 months, and 4 days. I'm here today as someone who knows that no matter where I live and breathe, the bluegrass is always with me. I've come today to spread my wings and do a little writer's dance around you before you walk away. I want to put something in your pockets if I can, some stories, some words of commencement, some human ideas about going forward into the rest of your life. I've really come to talk about the art of driving. I am a woman who loves to drive her car. I love to drive on back roads, love to roll my window down and feel the wind hit my arm, feel the sun brown my skin a little deeper. I love to be behind the wheel. I've always been a woman who has discovered things as she drove long or short distances. Driving always makes me feel like I'm in charge of something important. I'm in charge of me, so I don't want to mess up. I like the feeling of forward movement. I feel like I'm getting somewhere when I'm driving. There's something about driving that has always really mattered to me, and I've been coming to the full understanding about the significance of driving for all of my life, and I thought I would share some of that wisdom with you today. I've been driving since I was 15. That means I've been driving for almost 50 years. Therefore, it's one of the things I've been doing longer than anything else except maybe reading and writing, and of course, feeding all the stray cats in the neighborhood, something I'm known for wherever I live. My father taught me how to drive a car, and my mother taught me how to park a car. Both of their personalities were suited for these two important life lessons. My father was patient and loved the open road. My mother was impatient, but very precise. Because of my mother, I can really park a car. One of my dreams is to one day win a parking car contest. Parking has a lot to do with math and alignment and not letting the person in the car behind you that is impatiently waiting on you to park rush you along. There is an art to it. The art begins with believing you can do it. I will never be one of those people who buy the new cars they are putting out on the market today that has that button you can push and the car parks itself. No, thank you. I take great pride in manually doing it myself, even if it takes me once or twice. When I'm driving, I feel capable. My mind travels and feels like it is in the middle of some kind of forward flight. When I am driving, I also feel connected to the earth, to a larger world. I feel even responsible about driving a car these days, more responsible than I used to. This feeling of connectivity and responsibility happened to me about 30 years ago. An organization called Mothers Against Drunk Drivers had just started a national TV campaign. I watched mother after mother stand before cameras and talk about how someone had taken the life of their child in a drunk driving accident. Their testimonials always kicked me in the gut. I could hardly watch them without saying to myself or to the room, who would be that stupid? Who would be that selfish? I wasn't a person who drank much. I didn't really think about it very much. And then one night I went to a party, and after a few hours of laughter with some good friends and a few glasses of wine, I got in the car to drive back home. I knew immediately that I had had too much to drink. The road in front of me was out of focus, but I started the car anyway and pulled onto the highway anyway. Every mile that I drove, I remember talking out loud to myself in the car. I don't really remember the road. I don't even remember how I got home. I remember that all along the way, I called out to God, to my mom and dad, to my grandmothers and grandfathers, and any other sacred family or friend person. I promised them all together that if they got me home safely, I would never drink and then get behind the wheel of a car. I have kept that promise. After that moment, driving was no longer an act of individual freedom. I could no longer see driving as some right or privilege that I had, something all powerful that belonged all to me. I saw the faces of those mothers and those children who never got to be adults, saw the faces of my nieces and nephews who weren't even born yet. I saw the future in some sort of odd way. After safely pulling into the driveway, the entire idea of driving had forever changed. It wasn't less powerful, it was even more powerful. More powerful because driving was no longer what I did alone. Even when I was alone in the car, I thought of other people. I thought about my mother and my father and how much they had sacrificed to get me to college and how many people and friends had invested in my success. I thought about how hard I had worked to make good decisions up to that point and how I had almost blown it. I sat there a while and even thought about what if I had taken someone's life on my way home that night, how everything in my life would have changed and how I would never have been able to go back to the life I was planning. When I was invited to give you some words that you might take on up the road with you as you graduate and think about your future, I thought about words that might help remind us of our shared responsibility to each other. How we live here on this earth together. How some of us have been given more than others of us have been given. How social media wrongly tells us just to look for others who think and act like we think and act, and nobody else. Sometimes we live next door to other people who we like, and sometimes we live next door to other people who we don't like. Sometimes we behave as if we live here all by ourselves. Sometimes we like to talk about liberty, the liberty to do something, but not the wider responsibility of what it means to be a citizen of this great earth. What if I could just put a tiny pebble of thought in your pocket before you pack up and move on up the road about what is possible if we stop fearing our differences and realize that my car and your truck share the same road. We do share this world, period, full stop. We writer people are just people who work with words, work with what it means to embody a shared humanity. Just like beauticians are people who work with hair, and equine studies people work with horses, and the great phlebotomists that are graduating today work with blood and the great human network of veins and trying to get that needle right in the right spot. All of us come from polished fingernails and dirty fingernails and money saved in mason jars or hidden bank accounts stashed up under the steps of a porch somewhere. We come from men who keep hundreds of keys on a hook on their belts because the schoolhouse had to be cleaned for the children, or other men who had one special belt with their initials right there on the side in brass, and women who were heads of single-family households who worked 3 jobs, 1 for each child they had to feed, and grandfathers who used to grow tobacco, who now grow hemp. Writers and beauticians and diesel mechanics and dental technicians, you are all graduating today. And we all come from people and places just like everybody else. Enough of this separation by political party and the color of the baseball hat on your head. We are all driving on the same road together. And we are all trying to get somewhere with our new degree or our old degrees still intact, our old dreams that let us and tell us to be a little kinder to each other, a little more patient with each other. Let us do more than just graduate with a shiny new degree. Let us graduate to a new understanding of what it means to be here on earth together. Not simply as Facebook friends, but as human beings who pass each other on the street or the highway or the grocery aisle and say good morning to each other. Graduates, you've earned something very precious, and there are some very precious people who have helped you get here today. The decisions you make in the blink of an eye can change that eye instantly. Thousands of decisions await your mind and heart. Each one will decide what kind of life will stretch out in front of you. Take your time. Take a walk. Take a drive. Don't let the person or people behind you in the car blowing the horn get you off your path. Think about what you want to do. Some decisions last forever. Graduating from Bluegrass Community and Technical College is a great chapter in your story. You've earned a sacred piece of paper that can grant you access to more freedom and independence and more ways and abilities to take care of yourself and your families, but only if you make good decisions all the way through. Only if you remember you are not only driving yourself from one place to the next, but you are driving hundreds of others as well. There is a long, wiggly human line of others behind you, some names you know, and some you don't, that helped you get here today. There are people who might look like you, but there is also a long, long line of other people who perhaps don't look like you, with different color eyes and different color skin and verbal inflection, who eat different food than you eat and pray differently, but want the same thing you want, a good life. I'm here to tell you that they are also related to you. They are family as well. You pass them on the road every day. You drive right by them. Sometimes you are too busy to notice, in too much of a hurry, with too many fearful things in your head. Sometimes you are too afraid to notice how much like you they are. But this poet has come to tell you that after today, you have not only graduated with a degree in phlebotomy or computer science, or this good school has tried its very best to remind you, to enlighten you, that we are all on this earth together. So please, if you really want to enjoy the wide and full measure of your accomplishment, don't narrow the blessing of this day. Remember, as you go back and get in your cars and drive away someplace down the road home or to your next stop, remember, carry this simple, easy truth in your hand, in your heart. Sit it down and keep it close. Tuck it right beside your shiny new degree. All of us, we all share this earth, this one earth, together. Thank you. Good luck. Godspeed. Take care and check in on each other from time to time.
Congratulations, graduates in the Communications, History, Languages, and Social Sciences Division. We have graduates with Associate of Arts degrees, Associate of Science degrees, and Associate of Applied Science degrees, with diplomas and certificates in Human Services, Education, Criminal Justice, and Interdisciplinary Early Childhood. Way to go!
Congratulations, Allied Health graduates. What a year it has been, but you did it. Be proud of yourselves, because we are. Congratulations again, and good luck with the next chapter of your lives.
Greetings, BCTC graduates. I'd like to offer my congratulations to you from the Natural Sciences Division for completing your journey here at BCTC. I know you'll go on to do great things, whether it is going on to further your education at a four-year school or off to get a well-paying job. I wish you all the best luck in the future going forward.
Congratulations, graduates. The Math and Statistics Division is proud of you and your accomplishments. We wish you the best as you strive forward for success. Aim high.
Each of you have worked extremely hard in your academic journey to this destination of graduation from Bluegrass Community and Technical College. On behalf of the Advanced Manufacturing faculty and staff, we send you a sincere and heartfelt congratulations, and we wish you the best as your journey continues. And we thank you for inviting us to be part of this journey. Congratulations.
Hello, graduates. On behalf of the Humanities Division at BCTC, I would like to extend my sincere thanks and appreciation of your efforts and applaud your graduation in these trying times.
On behalf of the BCTC Nursing Division faculty and staff, I would like to extend our sincere congratulations to the 2021 nursing graduates receiving certificates, diplomas, or degrees in nursing. Have no doubt that your education and skill is needed now more than ever to meet the gaps in our nursing workforce and will be critical in the days ahead. We are so very proud of how you've persevered to complete your program and wish you the very best as you celebrate your accomplishment and plan your next steps. Thank you so much for allowing us to be part of your journey.
Congratulations, graduates of the Skilled Trades Division. You should be very proud of your academic accomplishment today. What's equally impressive is the conditions in which you achieved it under. The tenacity and grit in which you've displayed and further developed will serve you your whole professional career. The adversity will remind you that there's always opportunity and struggle. Enjoy today. Celebrate with your family and friends who've helped you along this journey. Tomorrow your new journey begins, your professional career. Continue to challenge yourself and educate yourself, for you have only just begun to scratch your true potential.
Congratulations to all graduates in Business, Computers, and Information Systems. We are looking so forward to watching you grow. That includes all graduates in Business Administration, Supply Chain Management, Graphic Design and Library Technologies, Computer and Information Technologies, and Filmmaking and Cinematic Arts.
Congratulations, graduate. You are now an alumnus of BCTC. In your graduation package, you'll find some instructions. You'll find a vehicle sticker. Make sure you proudly display that. Take your yard sign, make sure you put that in front of your house, get a picture of yourself, and then use this hashtag grad21BCTC to connect it to us on social media. If you haven't already done it, make your LinkedIn profile and connect with us there too. Again, congratulations.
You did it. Congratulations, class of 2021. Let me start by saying you amazed me. Online learning, limited interaction, technology challenges, family responsibility, homeschooling children, health issues, job loss, and sheer exhaustion. When you begin your journey toward this day, I'm sure you did not imagine the obstacles you will face. Certainly, none of us could foresee what challenges lay ahead. However, you faced every challenge this year head on. You refused to be defined by what you lost. You persevered with tenacity. Your class will be remembered for how you responded to a global pandemic with sheer determination to reach your goals. My fondest memories of 2020-2021 are the times I saw the BCTC family do things out of some inexplicable inner imperative. That is what got us to graduation. Faculty, I cannot thank you enough for the strength and support you provided our students, even when you had your own struggles. Staff, your ingenuity and innovative responses to serving students enabled us to continue fulfilling our mission. Nothing is more powerful than the impact we have on others. BCTC family, we've been through some of the hardest times together, but each day we stand stronger because, as the C.S. Lewis said, there are far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Graduates, as you continue your journey and commence into the next phase of your lives, I implore you to discover your passion. It is the thing that makes you most angry that you must fix. It is the thing that makes you most optimistic that you must fight for. If the world is going to get better, it's up to you to use what you've learned from this pandemic to shape our world. You matter to this world. You matter to your community, and you matter to your family. I want to close with this statement by Jane Goodall. You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. Congratulations, class of 2021. You were all in this together, and you have come out stronger.